Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Chandra Yvette, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be sharing some Newnan Coach bags that I recently purchased. Not all at one time, but they are new purchases in my handbag collection, most of which are trending for the fall season, fall 2024. And I wanted to jump on here real quick while I had a moment to share them. I've got a couple bags, and then I actually did pick up a few charms, and then one honorable mention and a pair of shoes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in so I can share those items with you. All right, guys, so the first bag that I have is this Coach Tabby in the size 26 in the maple brown color. It's the maple and brass. And I love this bag. I love the color of this bag. I love the dark, rich color on the bag. And then I like the gold or brass hardware that is mixed in or intertwined for the bag chain itself. And of course, you can wear this on your shoulder, of course. And I'll try to get another shot so you can get a better idea of how it looks with the chain doubled like this or this way when you're wanting to wear it on your shoulder. But then you also have the ability to lengthen the chain and turn it into a crossbody bag. But this bag itself is gorgeous. I did not have anything in this shade of brown in this dark color, and I love the color combination of the chocolate or maple brown color with the brass, or I keep calling it gold, but it's not gold. I love the color of the maple or dark chocolate color with the brass. You do have the full pocket on the back side. Like I said, this is in the size 26, but you do have that full pocket across the back side if you wanted to keep or store something there, such as your phone or some gum or maybe your keys or something like that. And then, of course, you do have on the inside of the bag, you've got the, it's like got a double or maybe even a triple pocket. This one is a separate pocket on the inside of the bag. You've got that flap there, of course, where you can store something there. And then you have that fold over, and then it has like that magnetic closure there. Some of the Coach lettering there in gold or in the brass color. And then, like I said, you do have these double pockets on the inside of it, in addition to the enclosed compartment that zips. So this was one of the bags that I picked up, and like I said, I really loved it. I love the classy, chic styling of this bag. I like the fact that I can dress this bag up or dress it down. For me, this bag is just very classy, timeless, and I believe that it's something that I'll get a great deal of wear out of in my wardrobe, not just this season, but in future seasons to come. This is actually the third Tabby that I have purchased. At first, I really wasn't into the Tabby trend, but it didn't take me long to jump on the train along with everyone else. But like I said, I really do like the bag. I've actually got it, I believe, I've got it in the chalk color, and then I've also got the denim. Love this bag. She was this the first one that I got? I think this was the second one that I picked up, but love her. The very first one that I picked up is actually this humongous bag. She's very, very large, and you guys may be able to guess what bag this is. This is the Brooklyn shoulder bag in size 39. And I did get it in the dark ruby color. This bag, like I said, is really, really large. On my 5-foot frame, the bag does look extremely large, but I tend to gravitate more towards larger bags, especially when I am working throughout the week. And so this bag is perfect for me to be able to throw and go. I've still, of course, got a lot of the stuffing and everything in it because I haven't actually carried the bag yet. It's time for me to do so, though. Definitely time for me to do so. We are officially in fall, and so I love this bag. I love the color on this bag. I actually picked up some mules. I've got a pair of Sam Edelman mules, and when I put these two items together, they matched perfectly. And that was one of the selling points for me when I saw the color on this bag, and I knew I had purchased those mules from Sam Edelman. I just thought it would be a nice touch. I love this bag. Like I said, it really is just like a throw and go bag. Not a whole lot to it. You don't have a whole lot of different compartments and things like that. Now, I will say, let me take some of this stuff out so you guys can see. now that that fight is over and I've got all this stuffing out of the bag, where the bag, like I said, is very, very large, and you can throw a great deal of things on the inside of it. You can see that it does kind of relax, or relaxes a lot. It's got that soft leather feel to it. And so even though it is a tall bag or a larger bag, especially on me, someone who is of short stature, like I said, the bag relaxes a lot. And so the appearance of it may not be as big once you actually remove some of the things or remove the stuffing and everything out of there. And just depending on how much you fill the bag up, it probably will still work well for you if you're interested in a larger bag like myself. But like I said, not a whole lot of different detailing on this. It does have that magnetic button closure on it. Can y'all see that? I don't know if I did that too fast, but it just, yeah, got that nice magnetic closure on it. The detailing on it is very simple. You've just got the Coach lettering right there on the front side of the bag. It says Coach New York. And then on the inside, you've just got one large pocket with that same magnetic button closure. But she is a beaut. She does have, well, I actually thought that it had more than one, but it actually doesn't. It's just got the one loop on the inside if you wanted to do like a bag charm or something like that, which I do have a couple of those I'm going to show you guys as well. And of course, you just loop it from the inside to the outside of the bag to give it that little bit of edge or that little bit of creativity when you add your bag charms to it. But like I said, she's beautiful. I love this color. Of course, we know that this bag is the color of the season. And so definitely a bag I'm going to get quite a bit of wear out of, and I'm looking forward to carrying it. All right, so the third bag that I picked up was actually one of the last bags that I picked up. And I was torn with this bag between the primary color that, or the one that I've consistently seen to be sold out, and this one, which this one was a close second. This one has been sold out off and on as well, but she actually came back in stock before the one that I debated getting. And so I did pick up the carryall, the Coach Carryall Empire in the dark navy. This one does have like the, well, this one, they all do in this color for the season. They have like that burnt appearance, not really a burnt, but almost like a ombre effect where it looks a little bit darker across the top and maybe the handle area, and then somewhere down around on the bottom it just looks, it has that little bit of an ombre effect, but nothing too extreme. And like I said, I got this in the dark navy. This one does have a few additional details in comparison to the Brooklyn shoulder bag, where you've got that brass loop on each side of the bag. And of course, plenty of areas where you can add your bag charms to it. It does zip in the center. I believe I want to say the larger bag or maybe the smaller bag. I may be confusing details of the two. But I think that one of the bags doesn't have the option to zip it. And then this one, of course, did. But I want to say that there was an additional compartment in one of the other sizes. And if I'm not mistaken, it is the smaller bag. Could be wrong on that, guys. Don't quote me on it. But this one does not have the additional compartments on the inside of it. You do get a pretty significant or large pocket on the inside of it that does have a button to secure the things that you put on the inside of it, but that is the only compartment on the inside of the bag. So it's a carry-all. It's one of those bags that you just kind of throw everything in there. It's large enough to fit, you know, probably like a 13-inch laptop or your iPad, your cell phone, of course, your keys, probably a cosmetics pack, maybe a notepad or something like that, and definitely pens. The normal basics, it's definitely got plenty of room in the bag for your norm, and then additional space for even more than that. But this bag does too come with the crossbody strap, which I don't really see myself using all that much, simply because, you know, I'm a shorty, and with me being short, I don't want this bag dragging all the way down the side of me, especially if it's full of things. It will probably just make me feel weighed down. So I don't really see myself wearing this very often, and if I do, it will be for a specific purpose. But in the event that you wanted to be able to carry the bag crossbody style or on your shoulder, you do have this as an option, and it is an adjustable strap so that you can make the bag as tight or close to the body, or up as close to the shoulder rather, or as far away from the shoulder as you like, within reason or within the allotted amount of space that the shoulder strap gives you. But again, it's in the dark navy and brass, and she is beautiful. Several videos back, I think I told you guys that I was in need of another navy bag. The one that I had, I probably had that bag probably 15 years minimum. But because I do have quite a bit of bags, I'm able to interchange them quite often. I did get much use out of that bag. But then over time, she started to tear up on me a little bit, as did a lot of my bags. The ones that don't have or are not that true 100% leather, those do tend to start to peel over time. The faux leather appearance of them, of course, it starts to crack and it just doesn't look as good anymore. So I did recently get rid of that navy bag, and so I was happy when I found this bag, and I actually debated over it for a while, you know, just trying to see if it was even my style. But I feel like it is. I feel like I will still be able to get a lot of use out of this bag. And when I bought the bag and then I started adding some of the charms and things to it, I loved it even that much more so. I'm glad that I picked this one up. And like I said, this one came in the dark navy. So this bag that I'm about to share with you now was not really a planned purchase, so to speak, but it is something that I'm going to be needing here in the very near future. I was telling you guys in another one of my videos that I do intend to go on a trip. I'll be going to Chicago in a couple weeks, and I just wanted to be able to have something possibly to carry some of my things in without having to check a bag. Of course, I do have a small carry-on that I will likely put in the overhead bins. But then, of course, you guys know if you fly often, you know that you have the ability to be able to slide something up under one of your seats as long as it fits under the seat. And so I think that this bag will work well. It's not too big, that they wouldn't allow me to carry it on the airline. And so I invested in this Coach Trekker bag, and this one is one of the smaller Trekker bags, and of course you can see that it's got the traditional Coach logo all over the bag. The bag itself does have this hidden front zip enclosure there, so you can of course put passports, ID, you know, all the things that they holler and scream at you about at the airport to make sure that you have out or readily available. You can most definitely slide and hide that right there on the inside of the bag and have it zipped up so that it is secure. And then, of course, on the back side, you also have another compartment that doesn't have the security of a button or a zipper, but it is still there in the event that you need to be able to access something fairly quickly. That compartment is there as well. It's trimmed out in leather, and then it's got like the it's got loops on the side of it if you wanted to open the bag up some or expand it on its side, or of course you can also take that strap like you see me doing here, and it's fairly new, or it is new, and so of course it doesn't have much give and it hadn't relaxed a whole lot yet. But you can also take and button that side there, and like I said, that will keep the bag from being as large, or as tall rather, when carrying it. And so I thought that that was a neat option for the bag. Makes it a little bit more versatile. The inside of the bag does have like the gunmetal hardware on it, if you guys can see that. And zips open and close very nicely. You've got a compartment on the inside of this bag as well. Nice large compartment. And then of course you've got this, hadn't taken that off, but you've also got another button closure on the inside if you want to cinch this particular part of the bag in and secure it. You can do so and separate it from the rest of the bag. And then you've got another compartment on the inside that zips and gives you the ability to add some additional things on the inside of there or separate it from some of the other things. This bag too has the long crossbody strap so that you can actually carry this on your shoulder or crossbody style in the event that you don't want to carry it in that top handle manner. The bag itself is in the canvas, that monogram canvas Coach print. And I love that. I love the C's on it. Probably more so because my name starts with the letter C. It's just a small detail, probably means nothing to anybody but me, but I just think it's cute. And for those reasons, a lot of times I'll gravitate to a lot of the Coach styling, especially like something like the this Tabby. I love the fact that it has that C on it, just simply because for me, it's like, okay, that's my initial as well. And so it just kind of stands out to me. Meaningless detail, just it's a thing for me. But anyway, like I said, I love this bag as well, and I'm looking forward to carrying it. Only time will tell, though, whether or not it's actually going to prove to be useful on this particular trip when I'm flying, versus it being like more of a weekender bag, which is traditionally what it's for. I'm gonna take a stab at it and try to pack some things in it in addition to my carry-all. Don't know how successful I'll be, because more than likely when I get to Chicago, I'll probably do a little bit of shopping there as well. So it may or may not prove to be helpful for me, or it may not provide me the room that I need to be able to bring some things back. But, you know, time will tell. We'll see. But I love the bag. I was also excited about this purchase. I was online actually searching the internet for loafers. Here lately, I have gotten into wearing loafers. I'm not really, or traditionally, it's not normal for me to gravitate to loafers or loafer styling. A lot of times, like I told you guys before, I like to wear heels or pumps, especially during the work week. But I've been seeing a lot of cute little outfits and a lot of cute stylings that do come with the traditional loafer. I did pick some up from H&M, and I'll likely share those in the next haul that you guys see from me. But these I thought were just different and special in a classic way, but not necessarily classic just simply because of the color. But I was really excited about these. More so, like I said, because of the color and because they just seem so unique. And get rid of that. Got a new pair of shoes from Coach. But I actually did not buy these from Coach. To be honest, I found these on Amazon, and I was really excited that Amazon has that Coach store of the Coach, the ability to sell Coach items. You can tell that the items themselves are authenticated. It's not my first time making a purchase through the Coach store on Amazon. And so these popped up when I was in search of some loafers, and I just loved them. And I think that this is just one of the prettiest colors of red that one would come across. It's not too loud, it's not in your face, but it's still bold enough to make a statement. And then it's just got that traditional C right there on the front. Got a little bit of a chunky heel for us shorties who don't have much height, so it would give me that little bit of elevation. And then also too, a lot of times with a loafer, you don't want to be too heavy on the bottom side, because you don't want it to kind of mix in and have that shoe get lost in translation with the bottom of the hemline of your shoe. But the fact that it's got that little bit of a wedge or a little bit of a height to the shoe will elevate me some. And so I think that I probably could get away with a little bit more of a wider leg on the bottom side if I chose to. But I love the color on this shoe. I had never seen it before. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there have actually seen this shoe before, but I've never seen, number one, a loafer in this color, which, you know, like I said, I'm sure that they have been out for ages. But then two, one that has the styling with this elevation. And I love this rubber sole on the bottom side of it. Rubber, leather, I'm not sure what the material is. Don't quote me on that either. But I did pick these up in a size 6.5. And it's just got that Coach Carriage logo on the bottom side. Hopefully you can see that. And I just really love this shoe. I told myself that I would start trying to find pieces that were just special. More so than just picking things up just to be picking it up. That's how I have accumulated so many things over the years. I haven't really changed a whole lot in sizing for the last several years. And so a lot of the things that I've had for a very long time. Probably gotten a lot of cost per wear out of most of it, but then I do have a lot of things, and so I'm able to rotate and change things up so often that things don't always feel as special to me as they should. And looking in my closet, like I said, I don't really see a whole lot of place in there for things that I am missing, at least not right now. But when it comes to little special shoes like this, or bringing some versatility to my shoe collection, I love this shoe. And to me, the shoe is special, which is why I bought it. So this item I was very excited about, and I'm glad that I picked it up. And like I said, I've got another pair of loafers that I'm trying to get some style inspo on now, but I'm definitely looking forward to wearing shoes of this type in the upcoming fall season. So keeping with the theme of the bags, I wanted to share a couple of bag charms that I picked up. These charms have been all over the internet, of course, all over social media for the last several weeks, several months, probably even beyond. I actually purchased a bag charm some time ago. It's probably the first bag charm I ever purchased at the, I think it was a Coach outlet store in New Orleans. I want to say it was for may have been for my birthday last year. No, it wasn't this year. So probably for my birthday last year. And I actually got one of the bag charms there, and they actually had it on, I don't think it was on clearance, but it was like 50 or 60% off. Let me grab it. So that bag charm, I actually have it on this Coach bag. This is an older Coach bag that, you know, I carry her from time to time. She's really pretty. But anyway, the bag charm that I'm speaking about, this is an older bag charm that I got from the Coach outlet several years ago. And it's got the cherry design on it, but the cherries have that transparent effect on them. Whereas the ones that have most recently been released, of course, you guys know, as the ones that have been recently released have that more rich or bolder color in terms of the styling on it. And so I just wanted to show you the comparison from the one that I first purchased more than a year or so ago, which is this one here, the transparent cherries. Still has that green leaf attached, in comparison to the newest cherry charm. And I don't know how long this has been out, but I just think it's beautiful. They're pricey. So I would consider it to be an investment just simply because of the price, not so much anything else more than the price. But I love this bag. I love this charm rather. And this charm actually brought back to life some of my older bags that I've had forever. I've got this black leather bag. I think it's by Cynthia Crowley, something like that. Probably saying her name wrong too, but I've had that bag for a very long time, and I added some of these charms to that bag, and it just livened that bag back up. So I definitely know that I'm going to be able to get some good use out of it. But I love this particular bag charm, and I just thought that it looked really, really nice, and I love the fact that I've got the two. This one, of course, I use on my bag during the spring for the most part, but of course you can use it whenever you want to. But this one definitely screams fall in that rich burgundy color on the cherries. And so that was one of them that I recently picked up. Then I picked up this particular bag charm, which has the multiple charms on it. So you've got that brass chain, and then you've got a charm that's got like a purple floral flower on it, or purple floral. You've got the C charm on it for Coach, the little mini cherries. You've got a little dinosaur there, and then you've got this multicolored heart there. And I love the way that looks together. I love that you get all those different little trinkets together to make that one bag charm. So that was charm number 2. Yes, I lost my mind just a little bit, but I know I'm going to get some good use out of this. I bought this C charm, which I know is very versatile. You can use this. It's a multi-purpose chain or bag chain, and I cannot wait to use this bag chain. When I got it, I didn't even pay attention or realize that it was just a bunch of C's that were looped together. But the color on this is really, really nice. It's just that muted brass color, or it gives off the illusion or the impression of a brass or gold color, but it's just that muted brassy tone, and it's got nice weight to it, and it's also a very, very good length. And so I think when I ordered this, I was expecting something more like this, but you can look at those and see the comparison between the two. Very much so different in terms of the sizing, the width, and the length of the charms, or the bag chains rather. So I really like that. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you guys how they look on the bags. Got 2 others that I'm going to share. This one was a last minute, probably impulsive decision, but I really do like the pretzel bag charm. It's very, very cute. I thought that it would look really cute on the chocolate brown, but also on the dark navy. It looks good on all of them, but I really like this one. And you can see the little flecks of the salt on there. That's really, really cute. And last but not least, you guys probably know, it's probably maybe one of the more popular bag charms, that in addition to the cherries. But of course, I got the New York apple. And she is gorgeous. I love this one as well. This one adds that nice pop of color as well, that nice rich burgundy or Bordeaux color. And of course, this is the apple compared to the cherries. The cherries have more of a shine, or they glisten, whereas this one looks a little bit more solid and doesn't have the flecks of or the shimmer inside of it. So it's more solid, whereas this has that shimmer effect on it. All right, and I will just give you an idea of how the bag charm looks on some of the bags. It took me a minute, guys, to try to figure out how I would put it on this one when I first got it. But after playing with it for a minute, it made sense. I was able to figure out that you can actually loop this bag charm within itself to create an additional loop. And in doing so, I looped it. Let's see if I can remember how I did it. So I put it in here. And then, what did I do? Oh, I remember. So I put it in there and then I looped it. Once I looped it on that little side right there, I took it around the handle just a little bit and then looped it again to create that little side chain bag effect. Love that. And then you just take, and I should have tore these tags off. I didn't, but I will. I'm just one of those people. A lot of times I'll have new stuff and I really won't tear the tags off of it until I've actually worn it or used it. But I love the way that that looks. I love that pop of color off of that navy, the burgundy or the Bordeaux color next to the navy. I just think that that is so, so pretty. Makes the bag stand out even that much more. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you can always add the pretzel to it. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and add that cherry too. That's a little much for me. And I probably, if I did that, I would probably put this one in the center just to balance it. That makes it look a little bit more balanced, but then it also makes it look a little bit too extra for me. So I likely wouldn't do that, but then you can always double up and put them, kind of stagger them a little bit like that. But I just think that that gives the bag that nice little edge that it needs just to make it pop all that much more. All right, so that's bag charms on that one. And I said that I'd give you an idea of what it looked like on, let's try the Brooklyn. On this one, ma'am, please take this off. Should have been tore this off. I don't feel like fist fighting with that. But, of course, you can always hook that there on the side. Or you can take and play with it by adding that there. And actually, I probably have to open up this single ring or this key ring. Just slide that around. Look at there. Life. So pretty. I'm going to take this one off and then just show you guys how that looks. Trying to hide the little tag just to give you a better shot of that charm hanging off of there. But that is so pretty, I think, on this bag. And you don't even have to attach it if you don't want to. You can really just let that hang off the bag if you wanted to. course, if I did that, I'd likely, instead of looping it this way, kind of loop it more so this way. And I'm not saying that this would be exact styling. I'm just kind of trying to get an idea of how I wear it myself. And then you could, of course, attach it there on the side like that. I'll show you this hat that I actually picked up in a similar color. Got it from the Museum of Modern Arts, or also known as MoMA. And the Museum of Modern Arts is in New York. I actually started purchasing things from them some time ago from the visit that I had when I went to New York a couple years ago. And I found this. They sent me an email showing me that they had this particular hat in stock. It's supposed to be a special or limited edition. The hat itself is corduroy, and it's got that New York logo on the front, and I, of course, love that. Of course, you've got the MoMA logo on the side of it, which stands for the Museum of Modern Arts, and then that normal logo on the side of it. And when you compare those two, ain't that fire? Look at those two colors. All I see is denim. Denim down and wearing the burgundy or the merlot or the bordeaux, whatever color you want to call it. But I see denim with this hat and this bag just all day. All right, guys, so that is the end of this Coach haul. Like I said, I love these bags. I love the investment that I've made. I did throw quite a bit of bags away this particular season, like I said, because a lot of them had gotten so old and so worn, and I wasn't getting any use out of them anymore. I wasn't enjoying the bags anymore, and so I did go ahead and donate those bags. And so making a purchase like this or buying this many bags is not necessarily normal for me, but because I had tossed out so many, I decided to go ahead and make an investment on some bags, especially because they were bags that I really liked. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some pieces or items that you really like, or something that kind of piques your interest. I'll be sure to link the bags down below. If it's something that you're interested in, you can find the links there. Click on it and find out more information on it for yourself. If you have reached this point in the video and you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I'd certainly like to ask you to consider doing so. That would help my channel out a lot. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the other things that the other YouTubers tell you to do. And until next time, guys, see you later.